averaging just shy of a ton in beating Keegan Brown, a title winner on the tour last year, but of course lost his tour card and had to go and get it back at Q School.
Just an indication of how competitive the tour is, the fact that you can literally win one of these big pots and still have to go back to Q School, spend a week in Milton Keynes in the brutal Q School process, which is exactly what Josh Payne did.
131.
And he could be about to land a blow back on Dannynoop. Tops needed. Double 10 again.
90.
Well, it's been a running theme of this game, the fact that double 10 has been tricky for both players. Noppert to go one away. You know what he's aiming for. Now double 5.
30.
Well, doubles are starting to be missed with a little bit more regularity in this game. And Josh Payne has missed 3 more, and the last 2 legs have been absolute killers for Josh Payne.
Well, those first 2 attempts at double 5 were no markers at all.
Shot.
And Dannynoop pins double 5, and he's 1 leg away.
You would think he's going to have to miss more darts at double. He's going double-double. Well, that was such a conservative
57.
effort for it. It's almost like he's got in his mind 3 single 19s to leave tops.
It doesn't make any sense to me, that, with how far Noppert was behind, because, you know, if he goes outside the double, he was very conservative then. Not to worry, because Payne needs tops, although he will be worrying if he doesn't get this. Needs to be closer.
20.
Josh Payne has missed far too many doubles in this match, and Dannynoop with a chance to seal it with a 70 checkout.
Single 12 leaves double top for a 6-2 win.
30.
1 match dart missed, but with the way that Josh Payne has doubled in the last few legs, there's no guarantee we're getting another.
No guarantee at all. More woes on the double 10 for Josh Payne. So Noppert, another match dart,
Game shot
gets
and the
tops. A comprehensive 6-2 win. Too much in this leg.
98.
Another visit where Van Trijpe started with the treble and ended up with a score of less than a ton. That looks good. That looks even better. Fill it up, Ted.
180.
Talk about timing. And now Van Trijpe has all the pressure on him, and he's not going to take out 144.
We know that 1 dart at double has not been enough for Ted Everts. Is 2 going to be enough? Single 18 for double 16. Oh, he's changing his mind. Okay, 10 for tops. Wow. That's hit the wire at the top. That's hit the number. That is an incredible dart.
What a marker that was.
Is getting his money's worth on the Pro Tour this year. Because there's a very, very good chance that for a 4th game
90.
in succession, we are going to a last leg decider. He has won 1, he has lost 2. He will have the darts in this one. If we go the distance, this could change things massively. Another max. Oh, that is magnificent. He did it against the darts to give himself a chance to break, and broke. Will he get a chance? Top says he doesn't.
57.
He does get that opportunity, Ted Everts.
It's that T-word, timing. Ted Everts has mastered it. Tops now for the win. He's sticking with tops. Big puff of the cheeks. And Ted Everts makes it through to round 2. It was an awkward game. Just goes to show how strongly he performed there.
This is a strong showing
140.
from Jeffrey Dutton, now asking questions of Brendan Dolan, threatening the throw here, threatening to open up some daylight for the first time in this duel.
145.
A really classy setup from Dolan. Dolan still has a chance. Oh, that was millimetres away.
94.
Good setup, mind, but Brendan Dolan, heavy favourite to win this leg. Sorts out his equipment. Double 18, the target. That's a good guide. Tricky switch.
18.
Too tricky for Brendan Dolan. And now Jeffrey Deswan with a break chance. And Dolan be furious with himself.
Game shot.
Even more furious now because Deswan has taken it with aplomb. He can win this leg. Good setup is all that's needed for Deswan.
59.
He hasn't managed it. He would have been looking for at least a ton there.
It leaves the situation just rather intriguing now. Brendan Dolan's going to leave something quite handy, and it means that to win the match in this leg, Desvan may well have to take this out. And now he can't.
77.
Well, 84 can be tricky. It can be one where you have to rely on the bull. So pin treble 20 first time. Nope, it's going to have to be the bull. Played it very safe there. Bullseye for Dolan. 59. He misses. And Deswan only has tops between himself and round 2.
Yeah, close shave there as Brendan almost bedded the bullseye, but Desvan finds that double top and completes a 6-3 win, a first career win against Brendan Dolan.
The left. Jeff Smith has never been a prolific maximum hitter.
96.
What he's very good at doing is consistently getting 1 or 2 trebles per visit.
180.
Yeah, he's going to be frustrated. He's got the higher average by some distance in this game. There you see 14 points better off than Jeff Smith. But he's losing it 3-1, and if he passes up another opportunity, he doesn't. That's a brilliant response. Brilliant leg of darts for Joe Mernon. 80. Not sure if he's still going by the name Midnight, Joe Mernon. He's changed his nickname a couple of times.
96.
Sure we can come up with something better by the end of the year.
Well, judging by his darts shirt, he'll be known as the man with no nickname because it's
100.
quite a plain affair. JM, I think we can be a bit more creative than that.
Well, this performance
138.
will allow us to lavish some purple pros on Mernon. Really good stuff. Not just the standard, but the defiance is shown as well. Double top to carry on this super spell.
80.
But in the midst of it all, Jeff Smith has left himself a 2-darter.
Starts on the 20s. Now down for the 16s.
Game shot.
Bottom corner, but they all count.
And by Keegan Brown 6-2. Didn't get past his first match on either occasion.
180.
But he's showing the form here that suggests that he will be going further. 4:15 after 6 for Mernon.
81.
He looks a bit of a beaten man because Smith miles in front against the throw.
Yeah,
Just needs to keep this handy.
Not only losing
60.
both days on the Pro Tour, but he's actually 4 defeats from 4 matches in the PDC this season. Will it be 1-2-7 and game to get off
29.
the mark?
Well, that's the second visit of 29 for Mernon in this leg. It's been a darting disaster. Treble 17. Doesn't need to go for the bull, and
95.
resisted the temptation.
Well, 145.
it's a good leave in the end from Joe Mernon, but maybe he should have been a bit more focused earlier in the leg.
Game shot.
He seemed to throw in the towel there, and Jeff Smith is the one who picks up his first win on tour this year. Now,
61, it's not that much of an issue. 65 is a big issue.
Same conversation. In the same conversation was a certain Bobby George, and let's just say he didn't believe Paul Nicholson.
Well, look, I've sat next to Rod Harrington for many games of darts where he insists, if you're throwing at the 25, you throw at a ball. And that's he will hear no other argument. He refuses to acknowledge that people might aim for a specific bit. Well, I think we can safely say that different players do different things.
$11, all treble, and he gets that for double 14.
Game shot.
We were saying that this had been a match where players hadn't had opportunities to break. Well, Waite's got an outside one, and he took it. in style. Blocking the bed.
134.
Well, loads of results from around the board. I'm not even going to run you through them because you can see them all on DartConnect, tv.dartconnect.com, but this is just
99.
absorbing stuff. Watching Joe Cullen in full flow. Look at him go. Oh,
180.
magnificent. It's another maximum. This is like what he did to Johnny Clayton in the Premier League semi-finals. He's hitting maximums more regularly than every other leg.
But the Achilles heel in the match has been the doubling from Joe Cullen. Can he put that right? Double 16. Sublime
Game
leg
shot.
of darts from the rock star. He's not a player who takes trips very often.
134.
Well, he's done the right thing in the wrong order there, hasn't he? He's got away with it.
And he does have a match-winning
137.
opportunity. Cullen's got a slightly better finish in front of him, but he might have to take it out if Waits gives him the chance to do so, which he does.
Well, there have been very few
91.
mistakes in this game. There's been some magnificent stuff played. But this is enormous. One dart at the ball. And Joe Cullen cannot find it, and that might be the difference between success and failure, because Scott Waits matched darts for a 6-4 win against a man averaging close to 110. That is absolutely magnificent resilience from Scott Waits. A brilliant game of darts. Joe Cullen laughing it off. He knows he's played absolutely incredibly there, and he has got nothing for it in the not too distant future.
$140.
Yeah, Razma, of course, the standout star from Latvia.
60.
Goes for his little walk between visits. Always approaches the hockey from right to centre.
180.
And when he gets it right, he's so good.
Yes, it does look like an encouraging start from Razmataz. Mentioned Mike there, he's currently 3-1 up on Stephen Burton and averaging close to 104. Really is a player who looks like he's carried on that really encouraging form. Tell you who does look good today as well, Jim Williams.
Mustard on treble 19, this man. 17 leaves double 18. Nailed nicely.
Pro Tour ones or whatever. So once you take 50% of the events out, and then obviously you've got Peter Wright, who'd be picking up a fair chunk. There's not many to share around. But last year, of course, we saw wins for Scott Williams, Jim Williams, Danny Jansen.
I'm going to put you on the spot, Dan, and let's have a little bit of a prediction
100.
battle. We'll do it on air, so the good viewers of PDC TV can hold us to account. We'll do it after this leg, though, because Razma is about to win it. There you go.
Game shot.
Wonderful stuff. Oh, brilliant.
He is definitely not done as a darts player. The second coming of Kim Huybrechts could end up being as good, if not better, than the first.
100.
It's another mid-range finish for Madars Razma. Took out the 85 expertly in the last leg.
100.
He's having a look at 88 here to wrap up a 6-1 win, and a 6-1 win that he's been very good for. Let's be honest. Yeah. 18s.
Total dominance. It has been from Madars Razma, who wants the ball to win it in style. Brilliant.
Game shot. And
fitting end to an excellent performance.
He's through to the last 16. Ross Smith and Jim Williams currently going at it on board 9.
180.
Neil Zonneveld started like a dream here.
100.
Look at this from the left-hander. Look at it. Neil Zonneveld, back-to-back 180s. Rob Cross must feel like he's been hit by a mallet.
100.
So for our first 9-darter of the year. Not going to happen, I'm afraid.
87.
Does have a 9-darter. Hit one a couple of years ago in Milton Keynes in one of these Players' Championship events. Doesn't produce one here. But he's given himself
57.
a brilliant opportunity to go 2-0 up on the number 3 seed. What a guide that is.
34.
Kind of surprising he doesn't find the mark, but Rob Cross only about halfway down from 5:01, so problems. Has beaten Rob Cross, actually.
140.
Beat him in one of these events. Again, a couple of years ago.
Game shot.
In Milton Keynes. Really does look very, very good, Mike Decker. And a player you might start seeing at some of the big
96.
TV events for the first time this year. He's right in the mix for a spot at the World Match Play as things stand. Neil Zonneveld no longer in the mix for the 139 checkout. A very, very difficult checkout, has to be said.
59.
One of the hardest in the game. But Cross, good start in the 18s. He'll go to the 18s now. And that leaves tops.
Game shot.
Very, very good from Rob Cross. 105 region. And he's in that sort of region. Another one there. Leaves double 10 for the match. Oh, what a way to finish it would have been. There are more match darts coming in for Neil Zonneveld. He has missed one. He should have lost in round 1 today. Mike Kivenhoven missed
60.
more than half a dozen darts to beat him. Rob Cross has not been able to get one to beat him. And double 5 completes the job. Neil Zonneveld 2-0 up, 4-3 down, and wins the last 3 legs to knock out the number 3 seed. It is a brilliant display from the Dutchman.
100.
87 after 9 is a decent showing as Clemens, who's defeated Jules van Dongen, Jose Justicia,
37.
Kevin Doots to get here. Faces Ross Smith, who'll have the first poker to finish. What does he fancy? Well, he's taken a bit of a gamble.
55.
Basically saying to Gabriel Clemens, you will not take out this 164. And there's only one way for Clemens to respond. On the bullseye. Oh, what a checkout that was. Take that, Ross Smith. He offers the fist bump in acknowledgement. Gabriel Clemens did have the luxury of not having to go through the qualification rigmarole. As one of the highest ranking German players, he was given automatic entry. As Ross Smith pounds in the maximum. And this leg very much looks like it's going to stay on throw.
71.
25 treble 20 tops. Well, he didn't need to go for the champagne shot, but this will be pretty good as it is.
Game shot.
1-2-5 from Ross Smith for a 12-dart leg.
$140.
It's a very manageable 2-dart combo now for Gabriel Clemens to finish this one off. There's not much that Ross Smith can do.
140.
Treble 20 for double 4. Double 2.
66.
Madhouse. Even Ross Smith looks a little bit perplexed. No, it's the 20s you want, Ross, not
40.
5s. So double 1. Gabriel Clemens, 16-darter to win. That's very safe. That's a better marker.
No score.
Match darts have come and gone. 5 of them in total. Can Ross Smith do what Gabriel Clemens couldn't? Finish off 68. He'll have to do a different route. He loves double 16.
36.
Double 16 does not love him back. Clemens does love the madhouse, though. A 6-3 win against Ross Smith. Pleasantries exchanged between the pair. Yeah, he's still a hugely dangerous player on his day, Kim Huybrechts. One who likes to play with that aggression. It can sometimes rub other players up the wrong way, but that's the way that he likes to approach the game. Josh Rock has left the big fish after 9 darts, so Huybrechts wanting to tidy this one up as well as he can. And Rock won't be taking out the biggest finish in the game.
98.
So a 70 checkout for a 3-0 lead. Absolutely adores double 16. Oh, and sneaks it in the corner for a 15 darter and a holder throw, and Josh Rock is in trouble here. Josh Rock will be going to the match play this year, there's no doubt about that. A win in this match for Kim Huybrechts puts him provisionally into those match play spots. That shows you where he is. He's playing well, he's playing pretty consistently well, but it's going to be a real fight to get to Blackpool.
130.
A day like today, where winning this game and a couple more, all of a sudden, things are looking good. And they'll be looking very good if Josh Rock can't find double 4, which he cannot. And Kim Huybrechts can, well, snuff out the hopes of Josh Rock here. 5-1, surely too much.
Takes a step back to compose himself. The single 18 nearly landed in the 1. Double 8 now.
34.
Wide of the mark. I don't think he'll be overly concerned if Rock manages to get this double 2, but Rock just letting Huybrechts, he's still there.
No score.
Maybe not, because Josh Rock has bust. Kim Huybrechts, sip of water to go 5-1 up.
Game shot.
You feeling, even with the darts going into a last leg decider?
Josh Rock is making Kim Huybrechts sweat this one out. 1-3-2. Another one. That's a glorious guide. He's not going to find it.
92.
Everyone loves a 1-3-2 checkout, but Josh Rock not giving us one there. Up for treble 20. And now at double 14.
92.
Inside, and Kim Huybrechts misses the match dart. Another break for Josh Rock, and maybe we were counting our chickens a little bit too early, because I thought Kim Huybrechts was going to serenely stroll to victory in this one.
Kim Huybrechts, he's in control. It looked like he'd lost control of this game, but look at this. What a setup from Kim Huybrechts. A 180 to leave himself on tops for a 13 darter in a last leg decider after Josh Rock has come roaring back at you.
Absolutely
97.
Box office end to this game. Kim Huybrechts, 1 dart at tops to win it. And win it he does, and Kim Huybrechts advances into the semi-finals. The two players do shake hands. Not a lot of love between the pair of them. Rock thought he was going to complete what looked to be a sensational comeback, but Huybrechts has managed to hold firm.
Today, the day that's going to change.
60.
Well, looking pretty good here. Clemens, the German giant, to get this 5th leg in the bag. But no
57.
treble does open the door a little bit.
I've seen Adam Warner hit this early and he went treble 16 at this point.
118.
Superb dance from Campbell once again. Leaves double 11. 74. So he's going to get 1 dart at tops. And at his best, this is when these are the moments from good to great.
Game shot.
And that was great. And there's the fist pump. You don't often see that with Clemens. Well, on the positive, he's done 1 leg better. It was 7-2 last time to Clemens.
96.
But he's right in the mix here. And this would be a breaker throw. Dare I say that Matt Campbell is just tightening the noose a little bit here.
95.
Garen Price has levelled the match against Kim Huybrechts from 3-0 down to 3 apiece. He's averaging over a ton. The Iceman is on the charge.
64.
Did not play in the opening weekend of these, but he has turned up on the Pro Tour. And it might do for him what a good weekend in Barnsley last week did for Johnny Clayton. It might be exactly
57.
what he needs.
65. Is he going to be aggressive and go for that 25? He certainly is.
25, yeah.
He just confirms that with the referee. 2 darts at tops. That's actually a good marker. And I say that because sometimes the way the darts are sitting for some players, being too close is really awkward. 1-3-2, the champagne shot. Still on with treble 19. Wowzer, bullseye.
107.
I think the thought with the fate was done there because Matt Campbell was nodding his head. But he'd be grateful for darts at this double 10. Can he execute it?
Game shot.
Certainly can. Speaking of Dirk van Danburg, I thought we were going to get another max. What a prolific hitter of maximums Dirk's become.
70.
And I was just thinking, what are how have they come into this week? Well, Gabriel last week had a tough first round game with
180.
Barney losing 6-5. He did get a last 16, so he probably went away with, could do better. But what a start to Players Championships 3 this has been for Clemens. And 41 is this forte. This pop 2-dart combination. Bang.
Game shot.
That are the type of finishes that these players are doing with aplomb.
Well, look, in terms of the numbers, they're throwing pretty much what they've been throwing all day, on average, at that sort of low 90 average.
100.
It's what they've been doing all day. And we're pretty much 10 legs into this. There is hardly anything to separate them. It looks like it's going to end up tight, this, and 81. It might come down to one brilliant checkout, one big scoring visit, or one mistake.
He's going to set it up with a treble 10 there. It's not the end of the world going at the treble 15. Still leaves the 2-darter. And it does put some pressure, but it's 2-darter tops. Oh, he was walking. How is he going to react to that?
15.
2 well-thrown darter tops. Is that the moment? Don't underestimate, Gabriel, how difficult it is there with the big number. No problem. Big dart in this match.
Game shot.
A dart. He just kisses off the tungsten of the second dart, and watch his reaction here. He knows exactly the importance of that dart.
Where he could reach another final and get his hands on a title.
Yeah, the beauty about playing in February is you're laying the foundations. You're laying the foundations for 2023. But what a 180 that is from Clemens, but he...
140.
Superb setup, this 1-2-1. Part of it feels like it has to go. It's bullseye for Campbell.
96.
25. Over to you, Gabriel Clemens.
For a spot in the final. Double 10. And the German giant is through to the final here in Barnsley. He beats Matt Campbell, and it sets up our final between Gabriel Clemens of Germany, who has never won a PDC title, and Belgium's Huybrechts,